Millions of years have passed since the first dinosaurs walked the Earth. The world has changed, greener.
After the storms of the Triassic, the Earth breathed once more. The air was warm, the forests deep, and life returned in endless forms.
Rain nourished the soil. Seeds that had waited for centuries began to awaken.
From the smallest life, the great cycle began again. The age of giants was coming, but it began with humble creatures seeking light.
Plesiosaurus, one of the first armored herbivores, built for peace and defense.
As vegetation flourished, so too did the grazers who depended on it.
But not all were gentle. The predators returned as well, their forms refined by survival.
Dilophosaurus, slender, intelligent, and swift, the hunter reborn.
Predators and prey danced the same ancient rhythm. We're going. Life feeding life.
And then came the giants, the first of their kind, walking the mountains beneath the sun.
Volcanodon, the pioneer of the sauropods, stretching toward the skies that called them higher.
Their size was their power, their calm and their strength.
Soon, evolution would stretch them even further, to Diplodocus, whose tail could sweep the earth like thunder.
In their presence, the earth itself seemed smaller. Gentle eyes watched the ages unfold, unflake, patient, enduring.
The earth now belonged to giants. Their shadows stretched across continents. But every paradise holds its hunters. The first true giant predator call. Muscle, instinct, and design. Allosaurus, the balance to the age of peace. The ancient chase began a new panning. Predator and prey reborn. Every step, a gamble of life. The ground itself trembled beneath their hunger. Life's balance had been restored. A world vast, breathing, and alive. And so the Jurassic world awakened, a realm of giants, ruled by the rhythm of life itself.
By the middle of the Jurassic, life reached its grandest form. Giants taller than trees, moving like living mountains.
Brachiosaurus, a masterpiece of evolution, built for peace and endurance.
Their long necks gave them the sky itself. No predator could touch them. For millions of years, peace reigned beneath their shadows.
But not all giants reached for the sky. Stegosaurus, armored with living shields, ruled the undergrowth.
Their plates caught the light, mouth. Part armor, part display, all survival.
They were gentle titans, shaping forests as they passed.
But balance demands opposition, and in the shadows, a hunter watched.
Allosaurus, the predator that defined the Jurassic.
When hunger struck, even the calm turned violent. Stegosaurus didn't run. Its tail was a weapon, its courage unbroken. The hunter met its match. Even the king must yield pin. For nature bows to no single ruler.
Predator and prey in clan, the eternal dance that kept the world alive.
Even giants dream of peace.
For a time, the earth was balanced, a paradise of giants.
New generations learned to walk in the footsteps of legends. Each footprint carried a promise that life endures. Across continents, giants moved like rivers of life.
The hunters followed, guided not by malice, Frieza, but instinct.
Each creature had its place beneath the sun. Together, they formed the greatest ecosystem Earth had ever known.
The age of giants had truly begun.
For millions of years, they would reign unchallenged, uncalling, titans of a living earth. While giants ruled the land, a new world waited above.
From small reptiles, wings unfolded to run, stretched by the wind, shaped by evolution.
Each featherless wing carried the dream of flight.
For the first time in history, Earth had rulers of the air. They danced between sky and sea. Light as the clouds they chased. Every dive, every turn, perfection in motion.
Soon the skies were filled with wings of every shape and size.
They hunted the waters below, carried, masters of air and predator alike. Balance cleaning. Life feeding life claims, written now in the sky. No boundary, no horizon, or only endless sky. They built their colonies high above danger, wind and height their only protection. Even in the skies, care and courage shaped survival. Evolution had given them wings, and they used them to conquer every breeze. Grace in danger, instinct guided by precision. In the air, even rivalry was art.
Their wings carried the dreams of every creature still bound to the ground.
Below, the giants watched as new rulers claimed the heavens. The earth and sky had finally met, united in motion. Together they filled a living planet, sea, land, and sky. In every age, there is one who dares to rise higher. They touched the light, the first to defy gravity's hold. And so the Sky Kings ruled above all. For millions of years, their wings wrote poetry across the heavens. And from the first flight came the dream that never died.
For millions of years, the earth sang in balance, a living symphony of scale and grace.
Peace reigned under the watch of the giants.
Stegosaurus, Diplodocus, Camarasaurus, Coring, each a thread in nature's design.
And in the shadows, balance watched and waited. The predator's hunger, not cruelty, but necessity. In motion, the law of life took form again. The circle continued, aid, one life for another. And even in death, the world fed itself.
Nothing was wasted. Nothing forgotten.
Life sustained itself recruitment, endlessly recycled. From soil to sky, every heartbeat had purpose. Even the deep followed the same law, peace through balance. For a time, harmony was absolute. But time never stops. The earth was shifting once again.
Continents moved. Volcanoes awoke. The air grew thick.
Change was coming, as it always does. The giants watched, unaware that their age was fading. Every empire falls within, even one built by nature. The balance began to shift once more. But life does not end. Being, it transforms.
The giants would fade, but new rulers waited in the shadows. This was the age of giants, and it would never come again. Beneath the calm surface of the Jurassic seas, a hidden world of giants awaited.
Here swam Plesiosaurus, the long-necked guardian of ancient seas, silent and elegant.
Its gentle eyes watched the depths, patient, calm, and ancient.
Together, they glided through underwater forests, bucloe, slow, steady, and graceful.
Speed was survival. The faster they swam, the longer they lived. Every movement in these waters followed nature's oldest rhythm, order, the chase.
Even from above, life moved beneath the waves, unseen but ever present.
From the shadows came Leoplerodon, the true titan of the deep. Its gaze ruled the silence, patient, powerful, unchallenged. When Leoplerodon moved, the sea itself made way. Even the mightiest fed in silence fine, nature's balance without cruelty, without waste.
Moments after the hunt, the sea returned to calm. Life continued as always. Among giants, even the smallest lives thrived.
Each small creature carried the ocean's memory forward. From predator to prey, all found a place in this living ocean. Some rose toward the light gap, bridging the world of sea and sky.
They returned again to the depths, Hanyev,
their true home.
Above and below, life moved as one to Nihil, in perfect balance.
Even in the deep, companionship endured Calais, the oldest bond of life.
The oceans pulsed with rhythm, the heartbeat of a living planet.
In the darkness below, the past still whispered. Even at night, the ocean shimmered with the light of life.
They ruled the oceans for millions of years, silent, graceful, eternal.
The age of balance had ended. The earth once again trembled beneath change.
New rulers emerged anew, different, stronger, built for a harsher world. The world was preparing for its final act, and the greatest of all would soon take the stage.
A new age, new rulers. A final kingdom awaits.